Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio A. Colón, and welcome to the EC Show. Joining me on the EC Show, as always, my man, Mr. Swagger McDougan's About That Life, Joseph Buto, David Pinto, my son, EJ, Emilio Jr., the face of the franchise, Enasia, Colón. Obviously, shooting us today is Cairo. Cairo, we appreciate you. And back from the dead. I have not seen this guy in 3 weeks. We have Jamil. Jamil's in the house. After look at me, I thought I was famous. I'm not famous. But the most famous person that is in here today is on that pillow. We got Hasbullah joining us for the show today. He's free. He's here with us. We're so happy.
He breached his house arrest.
He breached his house arrest and joined us for today's show. Hasbullah, we appreciate you joining for the show. But no, seriously, in all actuality, we're glad Jamil could join us. Jamil, we stay messing with you because you're Mr. Big Shot. You're doing all types of other things. You look, this guy was at the Met Gala. Cairo was at the Met Gala and still found his way to come back here.
And he didn't sneak in this time.
Yeah. But he found his way to come back here. How you been?
I'm good.
Yeah, you alright?
Yeah.
You enough with the, celebrity stuff? You back to common folk things?
I mean, I got a couple more shows, but then
I have more celebrity stuff to do. I'm gonna ditch you guys a couple more times.
So let's give a shout out to Drip Toronto and the boys in Canada. That episode was absolutely fun. And you guys can go check it out. It's loaded on YouTube. It's on all podcast platforms. If you guys want to listen, you can get a chance
just got off
to
see
it.
Adrian on the way here.
What did he say?
We're opening up a business. We got something in the works.
Well, today's show is sponsored by Katie Power Greens. Katie Power Greens will be sponsoring all of our shows going forward. So congratulations to Enasia, EJ, Dave, and his kids. That business is started. Those are microgreens, and they are absolutely fucking delicious. I don't have to say anything else about them. That's it. Absolutely delicious. I'm trying to think what else. Then we have to, make sure you get all your fucking merch at EnasiaColón.com. Go to EnasiaColón.com, pick up everything. You can't buy that pillow. That pillow you can't buy there. That's full disclaimer, but everything else, hats, hoodies, shirts. I'm actually trying to figure out a way. We're going to come up with some things just to give you a sneak preview. It might be people that are loyal to the brand and have been, buying and supporting or whatever it may be. We figure out a way to involve them in the actual designing process of something. So that way they feel like they, oh shit, I came up with that. This is my thoughts, my thing. So that's something that we're going to end up doing for. I just have to figure out exactly how it's going to work and how the drops would be made. But I think we're going to involve some of the people that have been supporting or have supported. Rachel. I think we're literally going to do that. There's some other stuff that's in the works that we're talking about. We might introduce a spin-off version of this show called Enasia's Couch, where it's literally just going to be like the female version of just Enasia shooting the shit with whoever she wants to shoot the shit with. It might be produced by EJ if he can figure out how to do this on his own.
Why y'all all doing this?
I was expecting to chime in like
if he can figure out how to do this on his own, it will be produced by EJ by himself. But if not, we'll figure out a way to get Cairo and Jamil to be hands-on with it as well. But that was the thought, Joe and Dave. That was the thought from the beginning. Everything involving the EC brand in some way, shape, or form, combining it. So I had another idea of EJ cooking at home, and it would literally just be like shorts of EJ cooking, and it'd be a 14-year-old kid cooking at home, showing other 14-year-old kids, y'all can do this shit. Yeah,
I agree at my house.
Listen, that was the thought. The thing was, we were trying to teach her how to do it, and he ended up learning how to do it more than her. So
I enjoy cooking. It's like therapeutic. It's rewarding too when you eat a meal that you cooked yourself and it's good.
Yeah, no, of course.
And when you appreciate it and enjoy doing it, the food does.
Yeah,
it makes a difference.
Man, fuck all that. It's also better for your pockets. Just factual. Uber Eats is too expensive. Fucking DoorDash. Fucking all those fucking things. All that shit is going out to eat. If you go out to eat 4 or 5 times a week, it becomes ridiculous.
My wife and I cut back real big back in January because we were eating out, and my wife's just like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "It's because we're eating out." Of course, she was blaming me. Hey, your fish tanks costing a lot. You're buying all this shit. I got rid of the fish tank.
Well, you are OD, because not for nothing. And we're going to put this inside of this clip. We're going to figure out a way to put it in. Yo, I went to Dave's house yesterday to go do something. This motherfucker had 1 million Funko Pops.
Yeah, but that stopped.
Over the fucking house.
No,
it's still there, though. It
can't stop.
Those are addicting.
Yeah.
Those are addicting, I'm telling you.
We can't be friends.
They're addicting. I had to stop.
Kyra, what else don't you like?
Yo, he had a phone.
Nah. What's worse, have you ever seen that chick where
she's like doing a video of her room, and she's like, "This room is for my plushies. Those plushies that were like super popular."
The Beanie Babies?
Yeah, the
Oh
Beanie
my
Babies.
God.
Bro,
They
she
used
had, like,
to be worth money
500
though in the
of them.
90s.
They got.
Yeah.
No, I actually started
not
watching
those,
on.
like the new big ones.
Oh,
They're
the
like
Squishmallows.
yeah,
Squishmallows.
Oh yeah.
My daughter just spent like $500,000
$60
of them.
on them.
Oh, $500,000? I have a friend.
Yeah, she had like 600 of them.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm about to post my shit up. I got a fuck ton.
Yeah.
I'm surprised his wife didn't divorce him with how many he fucking has. And, like, it's literally like a whole fucking.
Hey, it's my little corner. That's all I asked was a corner of the house. That's it.
Well,
I've
look,
lost all corners of it.
well, I've seen your little setup in person because we've shifted. So because Jamil has been so busy with the shit that he's doing, and Cairo doesn't do any editing, he just does point and shoot stuff for us. Dave actually edited the last episode. Your setup is dope as fuck.
Yeah, it's mostly for game. I did it for gaming because I'm a big gamer, but
What games?
I mean, it was mainly Call of Duty. But I play other stuff here and there. Call of Duty is what I play.
Me too.
Depends on what.
No, but he got the whole fucking light
Hell
thing.
yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, I built the computer myself.
You guys
I was
would
like, fuck it,
appreciate
if I'm gonna
what
if
his
I'm gonna
setup
put money
looks
in,
like.
I'm gonna build it.
Hey,
Better than both of y'all.
It's
It's
cheaper.
not hard.
No, it's
It's not that hard.
It's just how
cheap,
cool
but it's
his
cheaper
shit
to
looks
just
like.
do
He's got the
yourself,
fucking
you know?
DeLorean at the top.
Really?
Oh, yeah, 'cause I got like Lego, the
Yeah.
DeLorean Lego.
Bro, literally
I
on
got,
top
like,
of
the
his fucking
Ghostbusters
monitor,
Lego.
the actual
I
back.
need a fucking room.
We
on
gotta
my
send me
own.
photos.
And plug it in.
So
Yeah.
you haven't been here in a while. So Joe called me one day, and Joe's like, and this is just like similar to when he called me about going skydiving. He called me and he go, "Yo, I'm really thinking about doing like a podcast, like in my crib, in my man cave." I'm like, I'm gonna come over to the house. I'm gonna come see it. Like we could talk, we could chop it up, and we could figure out whatever, right? So I go over there. I see it. I'm like, look, we can't use this. I'm just dissecting what we have based off of like knowing you and I. Like we talk. Like I know what Jamil's gonna tell me, and I know what I'm gonna tell him, and figuring out the room, right?
Well, we need the gurus to come.
Of course, absolutely. So, and I sent you the video, by the way, but I know you're too fucking busy to see
You
it.
send me no video.
I 100% sent you the video of his room.
He was
100%. I'll put you on blast right. I will literally put you on blast right now and show it. I will literally put. Never
This was like a month ago.
Listen.
Because we talked about it about a month
So
ago.
I go to Joe's house and I look at it and I'm like, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, whatever. I'm dissecting, whatever. I then come across a guy that I've seen on Instagram a couple times, and I sent you. You did? You talked to him?
Yeah.
I send Joe the thing, and
How you gonna send me a video with no context?
I told you. I told you. I sent you.
It's just a video.
It's a video of his room.
Yeah.
What the hell was I supposed to do with that?
You're supposed to ask, "What is this?" and then I will respond.
You're supposed to tell me what this video
So
is.
the whole premise was to try to figure out a way to create even more content, because it's getting to a point where, like, for example, Joe is sitting there and he's taking, videos of his dad at Home Depot, and it's just so fucking funny.
Well, that's because it's his dad.
No, of course,
His
but
dad
once
is
again,
dad.
what I'm trying to explain to everybody that's
He's
here,
so shot
that
out.
everything is content. Like, I give you an example, and I don't want to shout him out, and I just spoke to him today again. This guy shoots amazing quality, top-notch fucking content. His shit is A1 plush, and his shit does no numbers.
It's sad that that's what happens too, because like some of the best content you see doesn't really hit numbers.
Yeah, I'll be on
Yeah.
Instagram. The best quality footage has like 10 likes.
And then I give you an example. You have people that literally create on their phones.
And they'll get more views.
And they'll get more views and more this and more that.
I mean,
It's
the
just
phone
like,
cameras now
it
are,
almost
like,
takes away from the thought process of the creator to sit there and be like, well, why am I even thinking and planning this shit out to create? And my thinking or my saying on this, and Jamil, maybe you can add to it, is because you're doing it the wrong way. You're doing it to create, to get the attention.
You want something to blow up. You're thinking
No,
about,
you want
this is
something to
what's
blow
going to
up
blow up.
organically.
You know?
Be the actual blow up. Like, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, in all actuality, one of our most successful or most talked about reels that we've created for us is the one where I'm just talking to Enasia like I talk regularly.
Yeah.
Like, yo, go fucking bust their ass. That's it.
That was my favorite
Yeah.
short you've done ever.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
a lot
that
of
was
like
great.
talks about that one.
I've seen it before he dropped it, and I was like, that's probably the greatest video you've ever made.
But that's the reason
But
why.
that's
Bro, you
That's
should have
how
saw
we
the
are.
you should have saw the things he said to me before like a baseball game. I was like, what the heck?
Because
Bro,
because
that's
it's real,
like-
it's organic, it's just natural, you know?
My
Yeah,
father
if
my
you-
father
Bro, I
did
had the
same
courage
thing.
to like go
If-
fight 5 bears after he said something. Like, it was like
Yeah,
crazy.
You gotta do that.
If there was like videos of when I was younger and like what he would say before games or
Take it
anything like
apart.
that, like, or if even if when we were younger and he would like, there was always like this thing he always hiss at me in games. He doesn't do it as much anymore, but if you videoed him doing
What, you
that,
got- he
oh
hisses
my
you
God.
No,
with the
because
screen?
No, he would be like, psst, and I'd be like, oh shit.
I screamed to the point where Giabel was like, Dad, shut up.
So what I learned over time in education of actually being a father who has children that play sports is like, the coach is there to coach, right? So you don't want to step on that person's toe because that person is actually educating and trying to teach your child what to do and how to do it and why they need to do it or whatever it may be. So you don't want to take their job from them. So you don't need to be them. Like, so I can dissect and sit there and say, you know what, this, that, there's certain things I can talk about. But then as you get further along, you start to realize, like, it's actually hindering the player to the way they play. So yeah, I might see something that I don't like and I see her doing it and we discussed it already and I'm like, and she'll look at me and we just develop a sign language to where I just like,
She knows what's going on.
she knows already. I just have to hiss.
That's
And-
overtime. It's overtime.
Just look at
So-
look at where the play was and be like, she been
Yeah, it's overtime.
It's
So
crazy.
you
I was in
should do that.
Curacao when I went to go see her. Enasia! She didn't hear shit, right? Not a word. I fucking hissed at her. I died.
No, it's crazy, like something
You
subtle
just
like that.
hear it, yeah,
Like it's like in the casino. Like, do you know how they call the host? They kiss.
No, I didn't know that. No, for real?
I swear to God, if you're ever in a casino or even on a boat or any casino, the way the dealer gets the attention of the actual pit boss is,
Why? I wonder why that is.
I don't know, but it's for some reason they could be fucking 200 fucking feet away in a loud ass
hear it.
casino and they just turn their head.
I don't know why
It's
that
like-
is.
I know, it's, right. It's not one casino, two. It's every single time I've ever seen anybody gamble or any dealer try to get a pit boss. It's
So we've asked Cairo how the Met Gala was. He told us how that was. So how was Formula One for you, Jamil? Like, I mean, I know you had to work it, but like there was times where you'd be like, did you get a chance to actually fucking enjoy it? Because that shit looked dope.
Yeah, I got a chance to enjoy parts of it. Like one of the suites I was in charge of, they had like a giant LED wall, and a bunch of audio was YPO.
What the fuck is that? Like, speak English.
I was about to say, it's a Young Presidents Organization,
Okay.
right? They're like a non-profit for rich executives.
Oh!
So, like,
okay.
Rich dude.
You have to have like, I might have the numbers wrong, so don't quote me on it. You can look it up online. Anybody wants to check it out, but I believe you have to be an executive of a company that has 50 employees or more, and I think the net salary amongst those 50 employees have to be like something between 15 and 20 million.
Oh my god. Jesus
And
Christ.
then you gotta buy into
Dude, my heart hurting. My heart is
I was
hurting.
already having chest pain. So I got here.
Fucking
So it's like it's just a bunch of chill like executives of different companies from like I think
So they're all-
That's where I
40.
want to be. I just want to be in the room.
Yeah.
So they're all doing the Elon Must dance. I know you've seen it, right? You see Elon partying. Elon is just he has
I
no
fucking
rhythm.
love Elon Musk.
Yeah, I do too, but he has no rhythm. None. None.
He
None.
doesn't need it. He's rich.
No, he doesn't.
Remember? You don't want to be getting fingered by thousands there.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
And that's some of the stuff that we share on on Instagram. Shout out to Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz
If you
said.
don't know who Andrew Schultz is as a comedian, I highly advise you to YouTube. I don't think any of his stuff's on any of the major streaming platforms, but he did do a big special. I don't know who has it, who's streaming it, but
Oh, was the recent one?
no.
You
one
don't know about that?
Oh.
He shot on Netflix, bro.
Oh yeah,
He
that's
released
it.
that
It
shit
was
himself.
Yeah.
Yo, that's-
He said no. I'm gonna do
Yeah,
it myself.
his
You're not
whole-
gonna control my jokes.
Yeah, no, his whole thing is he's like a freestyle comedian.
Yeah,
right.
He just picks on people in the crowd, and he's very like racist, but not racist. Like he makes racist jokes and laughs about it.
He's like he's trying to
He
say
hits everybody. He doesn't just do black, white,
He works the
Chinese.
stereotypes.
He's funny.
Yeah,
He's funny.
of course. You know what I mean? He's like there's fucking pyramids in Mexico, and he's like, fucking Mexicans did it. Who built the pyramids in Egypt? He's like, the Mexicans did it. He goes, yeah, Egypt probably paid for it, but Mexicans built that shit. But he's a all in all great comedian.
Yo.
And he had a little skit about the whole Trump thing with grabbing the girl by the pussy. I hate talking about this type
It's
of
okay.
shit. But he goes, if you have a problem
with a billionaire
grabbing your pussy, it's because you never met a billionaire. he goes, there's 100 of them in the world. If one just so happens, if Bill Gates came up to me right now,
and grab my dick.
He goes, and grab my dick, I'd hold his wrist and keep it there. he goes, I'd show him what Microsoft is.
So here's the thing, right?
So girls are out here getting fingered by thousandaires.
So Joe's saying how the Mexicans built the pyramids and the Mexicans built, the pyramids in Mexico and stuff like that.
And I know their struggle now.
So,
I just want to throw this out there.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
For 2 weeks, okay? I've been getting tortured by my father.
Dave, clip that video in here, please. Insert here.
Okay.
Oh my God.
The video,
You gotta send it to
the video I got today. Me and my brother, our wives had to do something for business this morning for us, and me and my brother on daddy duty.
Caption: Italian Mexicans.
Yeah, it's funny because on Instagram I was like, if anybody, 3 Buto's landscaping, if you know anybody that needs their landscaping, have them call me. And I'm going to give him a phone number of somebody that does this shit. I'm not doing it ever again. Well, since that video, I've been in his house 4 more times. Today included. And at the end of the day, he goes, all right, we're just going to get all those rocks in the wheel them around the side of the house and dump them into the other landscaping on the side of the house. It's probably about 2,500 pounds of rocks. At the end of the day, mind you. I'm like, bro, I can't do it. I'm going to drop. There's no way. We literally went inside, me and my brother, we ate something because we were fucking famished. 100 degrees out. We're literally, as we're drinking bottles of water, it's just pouring out of. It's just like we're refilling our sweat
tell him the
tank.
funniest part, dude. Please.
What, him on the fucking floor?
The mosquitoes.
My dad can't say mosquitoes. A lot of his shit is just straight vowels. He just cuts them out. So he pays a company to come twice a month to spray, and it's supposed to get rid of the mosquitoes. So he's laying on the floor dying. And I'm
fucking crying.
I was like, now, was I right that we should have went to Home Depot and got some extra tools that would have made this a little bit easier? He goes, yep, should have did it 2 hours ago. and as he's getting up, he's rolling, and a fucking mosquito lands on his face, and he went with fucking mosquitoes. This guy sprayed all these fucking mosquitoes. I got more fucking mosquitoes than when I didn't have him spraying for the fucking mosquitoes, and he said mosquitoes like 4 times.
Listen, I want to give
So I put on there MA-skeeters. It's just one of the 1,000 words he says hilarious.
I want to give a shout out to all the immigrants that do such an amazing job, because there's
Shout the
no
fuck out to
way
you.
on God's green earth that people would do
Well, pretty
some of
soon
that.
you're probably gonna have to do it more often because of the
Jesus
new law that's going
fucking
on.
Christ.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
Is there a law that you can't pay someone to do it?
No, DeSantis is reinforcing the immigration laws here, but
So my buddy who's on, he works construction up in Jupiter. I won't say his name, but he told me it's really affecting it. They already took into account, because he said a lot of the landscapers are being pulled over, and what they're doing, the way they're doing it, and I don't even know if I want to say this, because the way the landscapers are doing it to make sure they don't get caught is the cops switch shifts. I think it's like 7 to 7 or something like that, right?
well, yeah, it depends. Like,
So what they're doing is they're leaving even earlier in the morning to
during shift change?
Yes.
well, yeah, it's affecting everybody. Like even my business, most of my business is Brazilian community.
Yeah, right.
And most of them are illegal.
Right.
And even most of my clients, they're like, hey, we're probably moving to another state or going back to Brazil because I don't think we can stay here.
Right, of course.
I mean, I feel like this is going to start a shockwave that it might end up happening everywhere, but...
It's the whole open border.
Or you're going to have a lot more marriages. A lot more people are just going to get married.
There's that too.
We should get into the wedding business. Jesus. No, literally, we just get a fucking Sprinter van and we do mobile weddings.
Hey, that's a good idea.
No, you pull up to the crib.
Oh my god.
We set up a little chapel in the back of the Sprinter. All you need is a priest and spot for 2, and then we'll have the other 3 seats for
I'll
your
go get
witnesses.
certified.
So,
I'll get certified.
I've seen photos of this guy at weddings.
Wedding
So
on
yeah,
wheels.
there it goes.
Wedding on wheels.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen
fucking
photos.
trademark, don't try to say it.
So, there's a funny story, because when I first met Jamil and I were looking at some photos and we were going through some stuff or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And inside of his camera, he actually had pictures of a wedding that he took. He was supposed to be the photographer. He ended up being in the wedding because I think 3 of the other people ended up getting COVID. And I don't think he even knew these people, right?
Alright, so the story is that's my homeboy I've been playing games online with for like last
His
7
gamer buddy.
years. Yeah, we've never the whole
Never
group,
met?
we've never met in person. The connection is one of our good friends from the group who lives down here, I've met frequently, his cousin was getting married, right? So we're going to the wedding because he's been in our group now for like 5-6 years. He invited us to the wedding, dope. On the way to the wedding, his best man and like 2 other people in the bridal party catch COVID. So he's like, shit. He's trying to figure it out without stressing out his wife, whatever. And he's like, we get there. As soon as we get there, he's like, man, it's gonna be a weird question, but can you be my best man and can you guys be?
What movie was that? When they had a
Kevin Hart? Did they hire him as a best man?
That was a good one. No, there's another one where. Oh my God! The guy from Forgetting Sarah Marshall was in it. It might even have been Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
My
What's
friend,
it called?
Best friend. I love that fucking movie.
Best friend, my
I don't
friend.
fucking know. I never seen
with
it.
him and Paul.
Yes, Paul
Rudd. Yes.
Him and Paul Rudd. And his entire
dude,
his entire groomsmen crew was all people that he knew for like 2 weeks.
He has that scene that he's like, I'm slapping the best
Slapping the bass. Yeah, bro. Come over, slapping the bass.
Yes.
Yeah, no. So we got there. He was like, "Can you guys replace?" They were like, "We're down." So they go and get suits the night before the wedding. They get the suits made. They like make connection with some seamstress. She's like, "I've got friends who can help me tailor them in time." She sends them out. She gets them back the same night. They go get fitted. We have the wedding the next day. I'm shooting, and like 3 guys I've known for like 7-8 years. We never met in person. We all met at this wedding for the first time. Just fucking hanging out.
You should just call it the gamer fucking wedding. That's it.
That's the
But
nickname.
dude, that's the thing. Like gaming, there is like I game with like 3 of my buddies. 2 of them I know, and there's a 4th guy we never met.
I had the same thing.
And we played with them for like 3 years. This other one, I talk to this guy on the phone. Like I don't even talk to him just on the game. We call each other up, and he lives in Miami, and I've still never met him in person. Yeah. So we
all meet up like once a year, at least once a year now.
That's pretty cool.
Like,
That's cool.
There's this festival I work in Virginia, Blue Ridge Rock Fest. Like we all go to it every year, and it's like the most fun thing ever.
That's dope.
Yeah, no, that is dope. And it's crazy because the gaming community, it's like once you find a solid team, it's like, all right, I'm only fucking with my team.
Well, yeah. You randoms out there, if you're gonna fucking play by yourself and get on the mic and then you win with the people, fucking stay with them if they want to keep playing. Don't be a fucking piece of shit and leave just because you won and you got your little fucking win for the night.
That's a public service announcement by David Pinto.
Yeah. That shit fucking pisses me off. I'm like, we got a good fucking crew, let's keep going. And then they fucking leave. I got my win.
I just love that.
So let's get to the Hasbulla story. So everybody can see there's a big, large fucking pillow for Hasbulla. And we're a big Hasbulla,
He's gonna sign that pillow one day.
He's gonna. Hasbulla protects us. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is Hasbulla on the door.
So he got it there. I got a little gift for everybody.
Oh man.
It better be on your cars.
I will fucking put it in as soon as I
take out whatever you want. I don't know if we're gonna have leftovers, but
this is a hard
choice, bro.
I took the one with the
Take
belt.
one out. Yeah.
I'm
Show it to the camera.
I don't know which one, man. You got him scrapping up. You got him all dapper down out right there, and then you just got him just.
For you, I think you should take the one in the middle.
I'm thinking this one too, though.
Yeah.
The scrapper,
I'm thinking about the scrapper, man. I'm gonna go scrapper. I
already have mine.
Yeah, you put it on the door. You didn't even put it in the car.
Figure it out. There's no leftovers, but subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll fucking send you guys a 6-pack.
There you go. We'll do Hasbulla giveaway.
Are they Hasbulla air fresheners?
Yeah, they're air fresheners. They don't last that long.
I don't give a shit how long they last. I'm taking the ones in my car
What does
now.
Hasbulla smell like?
It actually smells pretty good.
What if it was like actual like?
This one's a baby.
I put it in my car. I put it in my car. I was like, fuck, my car's gonna smell like shit. And then I opened it and I was like, okay, that's not bad.
Alright, so this one is we're gonna make up favorites. That one's gonna be called House Arrest Blue. Actually, that's Jumpsuit Blue right there. That's probably went to jail in. You got Court Appearance Blue.
Yep.
I got
Assault.
Fighting Odors. I got the Mike Tyson weigh-in right here. Yo, what Mike Tyson did to him was great.
Oh, that was hilarious.
He definitely didn't know he was 27
he had no
years old.
fucking clue.
We've talked
It's probably the 3rd time we've talked about it.
Because it's really that great. He's just like, oh, come here, little guy.
He had no clue he was an adult.
Yeah, and then he's like, you can hear him going, enough.
Come here, little guy. I can drink with you. Like, come on.
Who sent the video of Hasbulla setting off the fireworks while his boys are sleeping? Was that one of y'all?
Oh, it was me.
But the firework, did it go off?
No, it went off, but like the guy already saw it happen, and it was
The
like
guy who jumped over, but
I'm like, they
the best part is he lights it, and literally he's so little that he didn't get much air on it either.
Yeah, it's like,
he kind of just crawled over the guy who was seen with it, kind of threw it right next to him. If I was the guy next to him, I'd be like, oh fuck. But then one of the guys popped his head up, but he's just lighting fireworks. And the funny thing is how they all see.
I don't understand how he doesn't have a camera on him 24/7, his own channel, like literally just Hasbulla.
He don't really talk that much. He don't speak that
But
much.
he doesn't have to.
No, he doesn't. But that's how he got famous.
There's like millions of people that watch.
Oh, he does lives?
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's like rare.
Bro,
though,
he'll
but,
do like
yeah.
he'll swim in the pool on live.
No,
It's the funniest thing.
I didn't know
He'll
that.
do a jump and it'll be like this tiny
I gotta see
splash.
him swim. You guys can't see, but Cairo's over here like this.
I gotta
Like,
see him
a
swim.
clip of him making food and everyone was like commenting underneath his.
That was
video.
another thing we talked
Him like
about.
looking at the screen.
Dude, everything of his is hilarious.
That's another thing we talked
Pictures,
about
little
with
clips.
our Drip Toronto crew. They wanted
The midget.
the midget stripper, but the one
Yeah,
thing was
get
they would
wet.
have to be able to throw her in the pool because we want to see how she swims, which is fucked up. But it probably would have been something funny to watch. I don't know.
No.
I
probably
mean,
would've
midget wrestling and fighting is fun to watch.
So, Ine, you won't be here for our next episode. You will actually be in the Dominican Republic representing Puerto Rico. Women's World Cup qualifiers. I'm going to say this and I'm going to say it again. Go bust their fucking ass. Like, I'm
You
not
gotta
even
tell her.
joking.
It's
Like,
just like
go
second
bust their ass. Like, seriously. I'm still not 100% sure whether I'm going to make it or not. Maybe I make it for game 2, game 3.
Puerto Rico.
I'm not
Put the ball
sure.
at her feet. And that's it.
That's it.
Just give me the ball, move.
Get her fucking 40 yards out of the net with the ball, and that's it.
No, but in all actuality, you know, we wish you nothing but the best. You know, you got all of our support and all our love from here. We'll be watching. We'll be rooting. I mean, I was in Curacao and fucking Joe FaceTimes me. He's not even home. He's in his car with his family, watching the game on his phone, FaceTiming me, like, going nuts.
Family?
Huh?
Yeah, we were all together. Me and Rach. Rach was watching it. I'm filming. I'm on the phone with him. We got the game. We got it up on the dash. I'm speeding home to get there. I actually missed something that was pretty fucking important because I didn't want to leave the game. Oh, my fucking annual meeting for my HOA where I live. I completely disregarded it and watched the game. I missed the whole fucking meeting.
So the crazy part about it is that, you know, Joe's doing all that. Enasia's out there scoring. She's doing amazing, whatever, this, that, and third. And in all actuality, I'm just in the moment. To the point where Enasia's actual coach goes, Enasia, your dad almost like came over the fence.
After the game.
I literally heard you on TV.
On TV, yeah.
I
played back.
what game was it? What game was it?
No, it was Trinidad.
The Trinidad and Tobago
When
game.
I
Bro,
dribbled-
all I heard
She
is him.
scored and I was like,
Yeah,
All
I
I
scored.
heard is
I went back
that.
because I wanted to like clip the goal, and then you
can hear it, right?
Like the announcer's like saying, "Anisha dribbled, whatever," and then I score, and then you hear something, and you just hear this big, ah! And I'm just like,
Let's go!
wait, I was like, that?
Yo,
and then my coach,
I heard him. I
my
heard him
coach,
coach
because
that.
I just recently met her, so I never really met her. Like it was like frequent. That was like the first time I ever met her in real life, and she goes, "Is that one your dad?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, it's my
Yeah.
dad."
So so the crazy part about it is, you know, because some of the games are blowouts and they get boring or whatever it may be. So what ends up happening is during quiet times, like so for example, when we have possession, not when defending because I don't want the defense to make mistakes, but when we have possession and maybe we have a corner kick or free kick or a ball that needs to be thrown in or whatever it may be, I would just shout out some random shit.
Yeah, he would
but
shout
it was in relation to being Puerto Rican. So meaning like, for example, we eat something that's called arroz con leche. It's kind of like an oatmeal in a sense, right?
It has something to do with milk.
Yeah. And I would just shout it out loud, and everybody that was Puerto Rican, they're the only ones that knew what the fuck I meant, so they were just dying laughing. So by game 3, because I did it in game 2,
3.
by game 3, all of a sudden now they're trying to take videos of me because they want to post it on social media of me saying the shit.
Yeah.
Like, so it'd be like, fucking pasteles, and they going all nuts, they going crazy.
I've been like, tag EC show.
So that's what it turned into. It turned into like the lady who was in charge of all the girls was like, don't do it or don't say it without me recording you. I'm like, I'm not waiting for you. Like,
yeah, after like during halftime, I think it was the second or third game, we all go inside, and then I'm walking off the field, and everyone's like, okay, saying good job, and then I was like, your dad's the one screaming, right? And I'm like, yeah, he's the one screaming. He's so funny. I was like, yeah.
I don't know.
Get ready, DR, because he's about to come double time.
They're not. If I go over there, it's a wrap. The Mexicans, y'all ain't gonna be ready for me. And then probably, I think the last game is against DR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
The Dominicans ain't ready for that.
But even though
I went to a Dominican
I might have to
Puerto
catch a
Rico
fucking
game.
flight, dog.
No.
It's not that bad. It's only $2.98 on Spirit, homie.
Well, I just paid fucking $5.22 on JetBlue. I'm going July 18th. And I gave them fucking time. They still fucking charge me that much.
You going where?
DR.
Oh, you are going to DR?
Yeah. I've been. I went for my bachelor party. And it was great. We had a good time.
Well, this is the first time I'm going, so
It's beautiful. We're actually going to the Nickelodeon resort.
But I heard that
That's
you
in-
can't
Don't forget your cheese, Dad.
drink.
Well, in a lot of those
Unless
places you
it's
can't
like
drink.
bottled.
In a lot of those places you can't drink
I don't
water.
really remember if we.
Mexico.
I mean,
It
it was my
was
bachelor
like
party.
4
There was
years
no
ago.
water.
Peru,
drinking going on.
Brazil, you can't drink the water there neither, right?
Mexico
No,
is.
you can. It's spring water.
Oh, yeah?
Like the water on my dad's farm is all like it's his water.
Is it llama
He
water?
was trying to find a way to bottle the water where on his property.
From the llamas?
Sell it.
He's got
From the llamas?
No, it's like natural spring water.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Well, in Colorado, right behind my brother's house and right behind like a lot of the trails and shit, literally you could just put a cup right into the water.
Yeah, I
The
don't
tap water in Colorado is better than 90% of Florida drinking water that's bottled.
Yeah, I only said that because I trained with 2 guys in the morning, Jeff and Breck. They're both professionals or retired. Jeff's retired, he just retired. But I told them I was going to DR because they're asking about the national team and everything like that. And he was like, yeah, you can't drink the water. Like, you have to, like, brush your teeth out of, like, a bottle of water.
I mean, shit, whatever you gotta do.
It's
to be safe.
possible.
I heard a couple years ago they had.
But here's the thing, right? It works for the Dominicans and they still okay, so
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
not
Yeah,
like...
they be
Breck-
sipping on that
Breck-
thing.
Breck
US
told
who,
me
like,
that.
Hear about one event where like the water was bad for a little bit, and they
Well, that's
had
what I'm saying. It
boil
happened like I
Yeah.
heard about it years ago. I haven't heard
Yeah.
anything.
Yo, they
since.
And that
fucking
stinks.
water in
There's like
Flint.
third world countries,
Yeah,
third world
no,
countries.
no,
Like
it's
honestly,
not.
if
Honestly,
I
chill
went
with that.
there
It's
right
still
now,
dark.
I
Ukraine
probably
got 80
wouldn't
billion,
even think
but can't
about
fix
it.
the water in Flint.
Because Flint, no one gives a fuck about Flint.
I had a great time in Flint. Just want to throw that out there.
You went to Flint, Michigan?
Oh, what?
Wait, hold on. Was what's his name there? Will Ferrell from fucking when he played the basketball game. You remember that?
Oh, the tropics. Yo, he's actually.
What was his name in that movie? Fuck
I
it.
don't remember.
Oh,
The Tropics.
The Tropics.
Tropics,
Will
and he had a
Ferrell,
basketball
he
team?
owned the team and played on it.
Back in like the 60s or something.
Somebody's got to Google that. But
What the fuck was his
I
name?
don't remember. It's been so long.
Love me sexy.
it was great because he was the owner and on the team also, and they couldn't tell him he couldn't play. He owned the team.
Jackie Moon. His name was Jackie
Was
Moon.
that it? I don't
His
remember.
name was Jackie Moon. That was his name. That's his
I think
name.
I
I'm
read-
telling you, his name. I know 100% that was his name. His name was Jackie
He's
Moon.
actually coming
He's
out.
100% correct.
He's coming out with a film that he's a professional golfer, and it's based on
What's going on right now?
with the Live League and the PGA. And they just released that Adam Sandler will be making an appearance on the show as
nice.
Happy Gilmore.
Oh my
Nice,
god.
nice.
As Happy Gilmore.
As Happy Gilmore.
That's awesome.
20 years later,
That's
it still does
awesome.
that little wind up.
He did it great. You seen the video?
I'm gonna tell
He
you
posted it on Instagram.
Who?
Adam Sandler.
of what?
He goes, it's been 25 years since I did this swing. He set up his camera and he did the
Oh, I
Happy
saw
Gilmore
that.
swing.
I did
Wow,
see that.
And he,
Yeah, yeah,
and he
yeah.
fucking crushed the ball. He goes, you can't see it. Fucking piped it. He goes, I'm not lying to you. And then he goes, how you like that, shooter? yeah, right in the camera. It was great.
Yeah, and he made a video commenting back. The guy that plays shooter.
Yeah.
He made a video responding
Oh, I
back to
gotta
that.
see
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So we were talking about it last episode how, you know, back in the days in Asia used to be able to play dominoes and whatever.
Yeah.
We did something that was terribly wrong and we introduced EJ to all of Adam Sandler's old movies and he got stuck on Zohan. And fucking like it was like I couldn't get this kid to stop watching fucking Zohan.
I was in the shop trying to watch Zohan. He was like, stop. And I was like,
Well,
what?
he also got hooked on like what was it that you always used to Michael Jackson. He gets hooked on something and he'll just
Nah, but the
watch it
Zohan
over
one was
and
like-
over again.
I used to watch Zohan 3 times a day. I swear.
I watched Pineapple Express probably.
He would literally he would walk around the house. Disco.
I do that when I come out of the shower. I swear to God.
By the way, EJ, you've been sitting with a grown man on your lap for like 4
No,
years.
he's not grown.
He's grown, but he's not that grown.
He's a little grown
He
man.
probably could sit like this on my lap if he was right here.
Oh, no, that's exactly. That's probably about
Yeah.
how tall he is.
Yeah,
Right
Probably about
there. So
like.
throw it out there. His head is not actual size.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That's like me when I
That's
was bigger.
bigger than.
Oh yeah. You grew into it though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
He
my
filled it
god,
out.
babysitting EJ when he was younger.
If you just went like this to EJ's head when he was younger, dude, it would take
Topple
7
over.
steps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was bad. I used to have like bumps on the side of my head.
Funny story,
wait.
actually. We were walking in the park, I think, and I don't know how old you were, and my mom was like jogging around the park, and I was watching EJ, and then
The slide one?
No, I was walking, and then he like was walking, and he just boom. Mind you, we have passport pictures like the next day.
My passport picture?
EJ,
Big lump in the
hit his
corner.
head, he's like crying. I just see my mom running outside the corner, coming back to get EJ. She calls Dad. Dad's speeding down to go to the park. He misses like 3 red lights.
So your passport has a lump of
My old passport
And
has a big part.
My mom goes,
Do you
fix
still have that old
it,
passport?
fix it. And
'Cause I
literally
need that
there's
picture.
2 Band-Aids.
I'll try to find that
passport.
passport. No, it was like we were literally walking, and you know, I'm big head, and you know, I was tiny, but like
top
It
head.
was like
top heavy, and I'm walking around like wobbling.
You're just
now.
like the Funko Pop.
And then
Yes,
literally, literally out of nowhere, I just fall
It
forward.
was on concrete.
Once
So the grass was right here. Like,
Couldn't you just
Remember
fucking
the time I
roll
hit my
out
head
of
with
that
a
one?
baseball bat trying to hit a basketball?
yeah, he's just. Oh, his head just gets.
It's
bigger and
indestructible,
bigger.
fam. It never has broken.
Bro, I actually have the hardest head in Broward County. I swear to God.
Have you seen
I'll
the
have a
chick
head
who
go
had the
contact.
17-pound baby?
No.
Oh yes,
No.
the big.
No.
Yes.
No, not this.
No.
The fucking 2-year-old.
Oh yeah, the light skinned 2-year-old that's
Yes.
70. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm gonna show you this shit.
But the comments it said
I'm
he's ready to go
pretty
pay his
sure-
taxes.
No, he was
No, but that's
a friend of mine.
They
A
just
friend
do
of
that
mine,
shit
a big
for
dude.
grams,
he
son.
was
That's
born
not
13
real.
pounds.
Majority of the
I
time,
was
none of
on
that
a
is
natural
real.
birth.
Like
I
people
was like,
be bumped.
whoa, it's
Oh,
like,
that
oh,
shit, that's real.
Oh my
Exactly.
That
I
shit's real.
told
That
you.
shit's real.
It's
Wait, let me see it.
real.
Let me see it. Let me
She
see
like
it.
documented that.
He's bigger than
she
my
was
daughter.
pregnant.
Is this in China?
I don't know.
Holy shit.
I don't think I
wild.
can see that.
That is a big fucking baby.
Yeah.
That's a huge baby.
Bro, he had a castle in the
Hey,
room.
hey, that motherfucker drove home from the fucking house.
I got you for that. I got
He's like, no, you get the fucking car seat. I'm gonna show you how this is
Bro,
done.
he's bigger than Hezbollah.
Stopped off at the gas station, got some milk.
He is bigger than Hezbollah.
Yeah.
No way.
I don't know, Hezbollah's gotta weigh like 25 pounds.
Max 20, 27.
25. We can look that up. Hey Siri, how much does Hezbollah weigh?
What?
She responds like weird now.
She's like, cancel, I'm not answering that.
Height. He's 102 centimeters.
Tall?
So he's
He's
alright.
3'4".
3'4".
He's 3. It
How
says
many
it right there.
pounds?
He's 3'4".
Hold on, we're gonna get his weight.
He weighs
right
40 pounds.
40 pounds.
Yeah.
40 pounds?
40 pounds.
Wow.
Mr.
now.
Hezbollah.
Oh, mine's it says age 18. He's over 20 now.
So
Yeah,
2 of
he's
these
like
babies
21,
equal has
22.
Does he still go and get a kid's haircut discount like at the barbershop? Like when he
You got me
gets
big $5.
I would.
you would,
I
Kyrie?
mean, like, yo, get me right, Famo. Get my hairline straight. Get my edges curved.
Puts his little head on. What
You gotta get a little trim. You gotta get a little trim.
What's their hats
There's
called?
no way he weighs.
It's not a yarmulke.
No, it's not a yarmulke. It's like
Because it's like a
And it's not a
mustard.
kufi neither.
Yarmulke goes in the back of your head, right?
Kufi's what, Muslim?
Same shit.
It's some sort of head covering.
So-
Yeah, it's a hat.
So earlier today, public schools or certain public schools had to go through testing, right?
Oh.
And majority of the time when testing comes around, I'm always big on my kids. I'm like, yo, listen, make sure you study, whatever, this, that, blah, 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 blah. So superhero over here tells me he got it. I got it. He goes and he takes the test. He gets his results today, right? So you know how you got A, B, C, D, and an F,
He was
right?
gonna say EF.
So you got A, B, C,
It's not
D,
yours.
and F, right?
Don't forget about the eye.
So in this one, it's based off of
That's
score.
nice.
So meaning like it's like 700,
I'll explain
600,
this.
500,
What
400,
school? What test is
300.
it?
I'll explain
It's
like
like
the
the
numbers. So
FCAT.
basically, it's level 1 through 5,
It's not
and
the
like the
academy.
numbers.
So
go-
EJ is in the 3rd level, right?
which
so
is passing, by the way.
So
passing.
which means he's in the 500 range because the first is 7, second is 6, 500. He's 500 range. I think his score was like 513.
Ain't no
So I
fucking
come out of the bathroom. I walk in here. I come out of the bathroom. He shows me. I passed. Look, and the score says 513. And I said, yeah, but why didn't you get a 6? Why didn't you get a 7? Why did you get 513?
Here's the
Oh no,
thing.
I passed.
Here's the
I
thing.
passed.
The max score you can get is 575, and I got 513. But it goes level 5 is 532 to 575. Level 4 is 518 to 531. And I literally got 513.
Still a fucking
So you
C.
gotta-
I got 5 points
You
away
got
from
a
before.
C.
You got a C.
I got a B. I got a
That's
B.
like my dad when I was in
B though, because in this schooling system, that level 3 is a B.
No,
anything below is a C.
I feel like in the old FCAT that we went through,
bro,
that would have been a fail.
Oh yeah, 100%. Shit's a lot easier now.
500 points just for your name.
Yeah.
You get 276 points.
SAT.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
back in
take
the-
any of them things, so I couldn't fucking
Yeah,
take it.
no, I didn't take it.
I wouldn't even tell Enasia's SAT story.
No,
It's so
oh my
fucking
god.
embarrassing.
You know what
Thank
her first
God.
one
Thank
was?
God COVID happened because
I didn't
please,
take it.
oh my god. I don't
Thank
like
God you're-
800.
I don't like math. I don't like
So thank God you were
reading.
blessed with the feet of God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I don't know how people do it. I can't.
So academic scholarship was out of the
And it
question.
was like
It had to be
3
sports.
hours. No.
GPA was barely making it, man. Barely making it.
Hey, listen.
Yo, I still need an explanation though from a daughter to a dad. I still need an explanation to figure this out. Enasia will be in Arizona, right? And my fucking credit card gets dinged for breakfast, lunch, dinner,
dessert.
and sometimes a late night fucking McDonald's order on Uber Eats, right?
Yeah.
That's
That's
four.
an
Right,
expensive
that's four.
McDonald's
Yeah.
order.
So that's 4.
Yeah.
Enasia comes here, right? And she'll be with us, right?
Okay, I can
And
answer.
she'll have a bagel for breakfast, right?
Nothing to.
She will share my lunch with me, right?
She's paying for her
She's
friend.
frugal here.
No, not.
No, she's not frugal.
No, listen to this. Yesterday, he
She doesn't eat.
No. I eat. Trust me. Yesterday, I
There's
had
something in
training
front
in
of
the
her, she'll
morning.
eat
I
it.
had training in the morning, and then we were rushing for time. I had no time to stop. Whatever. Mind you, I had to pick him up from school. Dad texted me. He's like, "We need to get food," and I was like, "Yeah. What do you want me to get?" He's like, "We'll figure out when you come back." He's like, "You need to eat," and I was like, "Yeah, I haven't eaten anything."
Yeah.
And then I come back. He's like, "See, in Arizona, you would have had this, and yeah. Well, I had training in the morning,
He's
and then I
gonna
had a
pull up
shower,
the proof
and
of
then I
these
had to
credit
freaking
cards
pick up
being
EJ from school. By the time I came back here, I didn't even sit down for the day yet.
Okay,
Like,
on the weekends it'll be me, Ine, and my mom, and Ine.
and on the
If
weekend,
you put a good plate of food in front of Ine, she will take that whole thing down in 10 minutes.
exactly. I eat. That's not the thing.
See,
It's
Giabella will be like, "Hey, Dad, could I get something from Carmela's?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Go ahead, get yourself something to eat." And then I see 5 charges at Carmela's. I'm like, "What the fuck did you get 5 times? Are you buying your friend's fucking food again?" Which I don't mind because
Arizona State, $22.
Oh, you thought you looked it up.
Shake
Oh
Smart,
my god.
fucking Texas Roadhouse,
Bro,
ASU
God,
Starbucks,
it's so
El
wrong.
But when
Pisano
you have
Mini
that
Mart.
freedom
What
of
the
going-
fuck? Like, what
Yeah,
the
I
hell?
don't
Hey, when
okay,
I
I
had to
don't
put my debit card,
I don't
my
have
personal
freedom.
card. My
Like-
wife doesn't have access to my personal card.
Because that's dumb.
No, she has her own card that I monitor the spending because she is. When I tell her don't spend a lot, she just doesn't register.
It was like.
And her and my daughter do the same thing. They both
Yeah,
cut the
he always
price in
says that.
half
We're like
and
the
then
same.
add like $7. So I'm like, how much was it? They're like, I can't remember. Mind you, it was 5 minutes before they walked in the house.
They just don't want
It
to
was
tell
like
you.
87
They just
something.
don't want to tell you.
I look it up, 140 something. I'm like, I don't understand why you guys don't tell me the fucking truth.
Where, how do you get?
It was like
80
it was
from
like
140?
163, I think.
200.
195. I'm like, yo, you guys shave off 30 every time. Like, I'm not gonna fucking see it. Like, I'm gonna see it. Just you might
Like
as well.
literally one swipe and I see what you did.
I mean,
Here's the issue I have. The issue I have is like, Enasia just like, she don't have no remorse.
no,
She just be
It
like,
literally in my head, I think Ine just goes, "Oh yeah, you too? Here you go. There you go. You want more?"
Giabella was on vacation with my father and my mother. They brought her to Mexico, and she's charging my card for shit. I'm like, yo. I'm like, tell Grandpa to pay for his cigarette. He was in the room taking a nap. I'm like, okay, so you fucking charge the shit to the room. Wait for his ass to come down. Let me start running my shit up in Mexico.
no,
God
absolutely.
damn it.
That's when you open up that bank app, lock hard.
Yo,
See, okay, so here's the thing.
I got it
right?
back up
So
the
wait,
green
time
light.
out. So
she can't
all
tell me.
3 of us have daughters, and the truth of the matter is,
I got 3 of them.
we are protectors. So in all actuality, it's not going to be on my watch that the one time I put a lock on Enasia's cards, that she actually really needs it, and I stop that from happening. So
Yeah,
that's
no, I wouldn't do it either.
I can't do it. I
But
can't.
like I told you,
Mind you, I've told Wendy, I was like, yo, this is bullshit, and she hears all my frustration, and Wendy goes, I don't know why you put it on a card. And I'm like, because you would never fucking put it on your card. That's why.
Yeah, my mom says all
Mom-
the time.
oh,
She's
yeah.
like, "You're so lucky you're not on my card. You've been stranded like 8 times."
I would have locked that thing in November. I was like, damn.
oh, my dad's like that with Giabella. He's a sucker.
So what is it? Do you just get bored while you're in Arizona and like?
No, it's
I'm
the
gonna go to
difference.
dinner.
No, the difference is like okay, like
The freedom.
no. Like the dorm food, it's not like I know everyone's like, oh, like come on, like be realistic. The dorm food's not bad, but there's days where like you just have it so much. You're like, okay, I need something else.
So I'm not.
And like, there's something down the street, and there's something there, there's something right there.
That's
It's like
$80.
that.
But there's a
listen,
difference
listen,
between
listen.
going and spending like $30, $40 at Texas
Homie, you eat
Roadhouse.
like a pigeon here.
I'm
I don't know what
just
you're
like-
talking
Because
about.
I don't. What do I need?
So that's
Mom
how
makes
you eat.
food. Mom makes food. It's different. Mom makes food. You get food. It's like.
Do
It's
you not
like
have
different.
like a kitchen in your dorm?
No, we didn't.
You don't have a kitchen in your dorm.
We have
Okay,
one.
that
And
makes
then
sense.
next year, that's why next year.
so
It
she
should be
has to
different.
eat out.
Oh, so next year's gonna be double because I'm gonna be paying for food and I'm gonna be paying for the food that she eats out.
Yeah, you're gonna get
No,
grocery bill
no.
and takeout bill.
No.
So it's like at least $160 in 2 days.
Just don't do Uber. It's expensive.
It's stupid.
Fuck
Dude, you'll
She
see
pays
it. It's like
$22 for
$7.
McDonald's.
Dude,
No.
you'll see it. It's like $7,
Don't
and
get
then
me
it
started.
says free delivery, but then it charges all this other shit. When
I
you
joined
fucking-
Uber. I joined Uber
cancel it
once,
out.
so I saved all them shits. 90% of my shit's all free. They take out service charges and all that shit. Like for instance, last night Rachel wanted to get sushi. It was 10 fuck. It was 11 o'clock at night, and I was like, "We're gonna get sushi at 11 o'clock at night." Sure enough, she fucking found a place that was open. It was on Uber Eats. She does the whole thing on her phone. It was $65. And I was like, no, give me your phone. So I went on my phone, on my app, and I did the same order on my phone. It was 41 because I'm on the Uber. I go, look at that, I just saved $20. But I totally got to stop this shit because I was at, without exaggerating, probably close to fucking $1,500, $2,000 a month just in Uber Eats.
Not crazy.
Yeah, dude,
It's
Yeah,
it's
so
it
crazy.
got
It's
crazy,
expensive.
man. We were doing fucking lunch, dinner, and then with the kids.
Yeah, no.
It just got too crazy. But then every time I do a big shop, it's still gonna be about $600, $700 every time I do a big shop for the house.
Yeah.
And that roughly lasts about 2 weeks, you know, here and there. But
Same thing.
these three kids, all they do, I just find open, uneaten shit everywhere.
Oh,
It drives
I
me
hate that
fucking
shit.
Oh,
nuts.
that shit
Yeah,
drives me
Costco,
crazy.
yeah.
I'm so happy. Shout out my fucking Canadian brother, Adrian. He put a water system in my house.
How is that thing?
It is the fucking greatest thing I've ever had in my
No,
entire
you
life.
serious?
Bro, the water is...
I was iffy because he said he was gonna put it in.
He put it in fucking 40 minutes. He fucking bought me a matching fucking faucet. So now, right next to my normal sink, he fucking drilled a hole. There's a beautiful fucking stainless steel faucet. The tank's under there. All the filters are all underneath, tucked away, hideaway.
That's where your water
And-
was. I went at your house and I was like, I'm not thirsty.
Oh
I need
yeah,
water.
like
I forgot
yesterday
you did
we
that.
stopped at your house and I was like,
I'm done.
Bella,
But
where's
did you
water?
have
at?
like a ton
I'm
of fucking
thirsty.
half-drunk bottle of waters everywhere?
500
Before?
a day.
Yeah, same
Bro,
shit in my
that
house.
shit
I
drives
stopped.
me
Hey,
crazy.
and listen,
no more bottled water.
Finish your water.
Get the water from the fridge.
I got no
That's it.
shame in my motherfucking game. I'll put ice in my Stanley and take 5 half water bottles and put them all in my shit. I ain't wasting water much. I'm fucking filling shit up. I'm like, whose is this? Don't matter. Fucking
No,
put it
I
in my
stopped
cup.
with that shit because I'm the one filling the bottled waters in the fridge. The next thing you know, the kids are fucking grabbing it. My wife does it every once in a while, but the kids are grabbing it. They drink half of it.
You start buying
and
the small ones.
It gets warm. Yeah.
That was but then they were going through 6 small
A
ones
ton.
a day.
But then
I'm like,
the
I'm
big
big
ones,
fuck
it
either way.
gets warm, and they
Like,
want to
what
go
is it?
get another fucking cold one.
I'm
and
like,
they
put it in
do
the
that
fridge
one.
and fucking get it
You know
cold.
what ice
And then
is?
when
No,
I
no,
go
no,
in-
ice is.
when I go to get a
It's
fucking
literally
cold
what you
water,
drink
I
is
put
cold.
it in there.
Hold on. So the ice sometimes changes the taste of the water. That is factual.
It's water.
It's
No,
Water,
I see
that's
it.
fun.
If you have that pull-out tray from your freezer with the ice when it's mixed with your food and everything, then it's gonna have that taste.
Yeah.
You know that.
That's why we make
My-
homemade
my-
ice
my-
cream.
Y'all
my
not
freezer
clean
drawer-
your
my-
fridges? What the
No, we
fuck?
do.
No,
like,
my
we
ice
we
is
have-
with water.
We have
Because I had the it has a filter.
Do you not
But
clean
I
your
don't have like the actual water thing on my fridge. Like,
But
my
the
brother
problem,
has-
okay, but the problem is sometimes like for people that have ice trays, right? That ice freeze that's on top of it sometimes changes the taste of the. It really does.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I get it.
Especially when
Picky.
there's like
Like
food in the
when
freezer
he'll have
and
soda,
then-
he'll make sure we use the ice tray from the actual fridge that the fridge makes, and we're drinking water. He's like, use the one we make. I'm like,
Yeah, cause
Same
the
thing.
extra
yeah,
water
because I
is the
used to
actual
before this
water.
guy ruined my life. I used to take Essentia and I used to make ice cubes
Oh,
in the
I
Essentia
got a
water.
good story about that.
What?
My dad
This is blowing
just
my
bought
mind.
5
it's ice.
massive
Just clean
cases
your
of Essentia.
freezer.
My dad bought
What?
5 massive cases.
He told him?
Clean the filter.
I'm talking the big
bottles.
motherfucker. And he bought 5 cases. They're stacked up in the garage. I go, woo!
You can't drink that.
I go,
Wait,
Bo told me that shit's bad for you, bro. And he, I go,
Wait,
I go, me
It's
and
fake water.
I sent you all of a sudden this bad
It's
water
fake
now?
water.
What have you
read
read?
this? Your dad
Yeah,
told me.
You've been telling me for the last how many years that Essentia
That's why the ones in the
Damn,
garage are
you
still in the
did
garage.
Literally on the way here to fucking shoot one of the shows,
Uh-huh.
I sent a video to your dad about Essentia water, how it's fake water. Essentia?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
when it goes in,
Water's
it's alkaline, but when it
water.
goes inside of you, it's actually acidic.
Yeah.
I
So
think
then
that's
as soon as I get here,
actually
your
Well,
dad's
my
pissing
dad
at
goes,
me.
you can fucking tell Born then I'm drinking bad water for 5 cases. He goes, you think I'm getting this? I just fucking got my shit in my alkaline water.
That's all we used to drink. Essentially, that was like it.
Well, the good thing about the water too, that in Adrian's, like when you put it in a clear glass, it's got like like a light fog to it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, the water's foggy. He goes, my guy, coach, that's the best time. He goes, that's all the vitamin and minerals and the alkaline that's in the water. He goes, that's how you'll know when you need a new filter.
I'll come test it out when I get to the crib.
It's like drinking fucking silk.
You know,
I'm not even trying to.
When you put it through a filter, and then you got the actual like minerals.
I have the it's a fucking unit this big.
That shit, like there's a machine my uncle used to sell a long time ago, like the Kangen machine.
Yeah,
like,
I know you're talking about.
pH it.
No, they fucking created this whole
That shit
thing.
tastes so
So
good.
here, this is how bad it really was. This filter system, if the water's too bad, it automatically just drains it out of your sink. It won't filter water that's too bad.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So literally, it took us a little while.
On city water or well water?
I'm on well water.
Yeah.
My whole fucking car is destroyed every day from my sprinklers. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And they want to up our HOA. I'm like, you need to up the fucking water system. I'm getting the fucking lake water coming out of my fucking goddamn
$3,000 to put a filter in. Put that shit in.
But it was absolutely fucking life-changing, and I'm forever thankful to Adrian. And that's actually the business that we're going to go into.
Shout out to the boys over there in Toronto.
He pulled it out of his trunk when he came here, remember?
I gotta check in. Y'all realize there's a water filter on your freezer, right? Where the
Well, that's where I get my water.
Here he goes with his bowl.
Yeah.
y'all
actual
change
water,
those things?
yeah.
I do.
I
No, I use it all the time.
Yeah, back in my garage. I got them on
Okay.
Amazon.
Okay, well, because
Yeah.
girls saying it tastes like the freezer. I'm like, if you
No, we're talking about the ice.
The
If you
ice.
get like ice.
No, I get what you're saying.
I don't know.
My ice is made from filtered water.
Yeah.
Right. So
But
is
I don't
mine.
have the water thing on my fridge. My old fridge had it. So now I got the double French doors with the
with the
bottom.
tray at the bottom.
And I X'd out the fucking water thing
Yeah.
to get the double fucking space. They had one that had everything, and I was just like, I fell in love with that one. That was the one I liked at the most room. So I went with it, and that's when I got on bottled water.
In Joe's house, his fridge is like right next to like the island, so you go in like this, and you gotta go like this
Yeah,
to open
it's
it.
poorly placed. And
I will say the
stop
art
bringing
on that
up,
wall
'cause
is
my
good.
wife already wants to move
The
the
art on the wall. Look at
Oh,
the
he
fucking
finally
asshole
watched the
fucking
video.
watch the fucking video. The art on the wall is dope.
It is dope, right? That's what I said. It's a perfect podcast.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do with it.
It depends
It
on
was
like,
my man cave.
what your community is. Like that one in the top left of the gun. Like if you want like a younger.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's leave this for a different episode because Jamil's he's gonna drive me fucking nuts, and I'm gonna continue to do.
Well, he's got to come over. I want you to come over for shit, and I want you to map it out and see the best way we can set up.
Yeah.
Me personally, all the furniture in there, I can fucking get rid of it.
He has to. That table's too big.
The table we already we went through. The table.
So-
I want you to see the table though because I want my idea of how the way I would want to set it up.
No, the table has to go.
I think you would like my.
The table has to go.
I'm talking about drilled in fucking mic stands.
No, the table has to go.
You could fit 3 or 4 people on each
It's too
side.
fucking long.
Yeah,
The
but,
table has to go.
Then there's a
We're not talking about the table.
There's a big closet behind it that has all my wires from
That
all
can stay, but the table has to
all
go.
the wires and all the
Some of them
setup.
in this
You
table.
get one fucking camera that's already set.
Too big.
Come in, flick a switch, we're fucking on air.
So I want to give a shout out before we ended up finishing up the show. I want to give a shout out to the boys over in Canada, Drip Toronto, Joey and Nick. And the reason why I want to give a shout out to them is because they did something really, really good the other day. Nick posted it on his Instagram, and then obviously Drip reposted it. A 16-year-old kid had went into a convenience store to purchase a knife, and the fucking Habibis sold him the knife. Nick was buying a pair of cigarettes and saw that the kid bought the knife. He was walking by Drip Toronto. As he was walking by, he told him, yo, give me the knife, we'll give you shoes. So in all actuality, he's trying to do a better job of keeping Canada safe. We need to do the same job here in America, keep America safe. So shout out to Joey and shout out to Nick. The ladies, the kid's friend's mom or whatever sent them a message. It was heartful. That's the shit you need to do. We will 100% switch guns and knives for shoes all fucking day long.
All day. And we also, well, no, I wouldn't. I'm keeping
Not that, you fucking, I'm talking about kids, you
Oh, the
asshole.
kids,
Yeah,
Keep them out of the
Joe,
kitchen.
You mean that with adults.
I was just saying, my guns are very expensive.
Not with adults, you assholes.
Some of my knives are
Well, that's going to
Damn.
conclude today's episode. Make sure you click, like, subscribe on all podcast platforms and on YouTube.
Don't
We're gonna
forget
have
your
more
merch.
content. Don't forget your merch. We're going to have shorts. We're going to have everything. This is brought to you by Katie Power Greens.
Get
Sponsored by Katie
Hasbulla
Power
off of
Greens.
house arrest.
EJ, I appreciate you, Dave, Joseph, Cairo,
Free
Emilio,
Hasbulla.
and the fans and franchise. Good luck in DR!
We gotta do our plugins.
Yeah, we got to do it at the end. Oh, what, this?
Just
Avion water?
Stanley Cup.
They'll never sponsor me, though.